Yo, what's up, everybody? The Boston Source Chicken in here, and I got my guy Maximus Garland here in the building, man. Of course, he got a fight coming up April 19th here against Nelson Morales. Man, how you feeling?
Feel good, man. Just in camp, man. I feel great.
Yeah, you in camp and feeling great. I know I see you doing your work out there for sure, you know, with the speed, footwork, and all of that. You know, I had checked you out there for your last fight. That was at Rosecroft Raceway against Gil Garcia. You definitely took care of business there and everything like that. So you just ready to get right back out there and get back in the ring.
Absolutely. My last performance, Rosecroft, it wasn't my best performance. You know, I just went out there and, you know, I performed to the standards, you know. But this go around, I'm gonna give the fans what they want to see. You know, put my best ability forward. I got this. All right.
Yeah, for sure. You out there at the Meadows racetrack, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, have it scheduled for 6 rounds. But, yeah, you say, hey, man, I'm not going 6 rounds with this one. That ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen, man. So, like, what do you think about, you know, going through camp and, you know, working on different things as far as, like, footwork, speed, and being fluid with your punches and movement?
So what about it?
Yeah, like as far as like, you know, getting you know, more fluent in your punches and working on, you know, different skills here in camp.
Different skills, just basically just putting everything. I have all the skills basically. It's just basically just put them in different aspects and different areas in the ring. So it's just like when to use this and when to use that. So it's just basically just a refresher on everything, because I've been doing it for a while. So it's like I got all the skills and the tools, the ability to do it. It's just reminders and refreshers at the moment.
For sure. Now, you've been, of course, doing your thing here at Hillcrest and things like that. Of course, you got your coaches out here. You know, you got Coach Nesto out here. You know, a few others here that's been, you know, doing work here with you. So, like, what is it like working with those coaches here?
I don't even look at it as a coach and a fighter relationship, because it's his family almost. Like, Nesto grew up with my father, so me and Nesto always had a great relationship ever since I was a kid. So I don't look at him as just my coach. I look at him as my uncle or something like that. So our relationship is real cool. I knew Metro since I was a little boy too. So it's like all the coaches in here I knew since I was a little kid. So I don't necessarily look at them as coaches. I look at this as a family. So we you know, have family help families, you know, so we gonna help to get better and you know, different avenues. You know, we all in different spots, so one, we all gonna pull each other up. That's the goal, the motto here.
Word, for sure. So you got Uncle Metro, you know, here helping you out and everything like that. And of course, you got, you know, stablemates out here that's, you know, do your thing. You got Kim Hutchinson in here. You got, you know, Irvin Fuller over here. You got Frankie Scarborough, many others here in this gym. So what it's like to, you know, work with a lot of these young fighters here?
Honestly, they motivate me more than they know, because just seeing their work ethic, like just. I come from work. Don't get me wrong. I come from work and I work hard, but they work hard. Like, they work extra hard to be the best of what they could be. So I just sit back and look. Some days I might leave out. They still on the run. They running, hitting the bag and doing something. So it make me check my mental, me as a fighter. So they motivate me and mold me better to a better fighter. So it's just with them, I just know we gonna excel, because we help each other out. It's just we don't see one bigger than the program. We all is one.
Yeah, it's all a unit. It's all a unit. I mean, I would kind of like say it would be like a friendly competition, but it's like you said, it's like motivation.
Right.
If you see them doing the work, you motivated, you amped up, you ready to, you know, do the work there too when you see them do that. So that's pretty much what the thing is with that, man. So, you know, I was talking about, you know, you having a fight there at Rosecroft Raceway. Of course, you got this one coming up here April 19th. You know, like for me, I like to see fighters, you know, be active as possible and things like that. You know, it's one thing to, you know, be in the gym, have a fight, and then go right back to the gym. But it's another thing to, you know, have a fight, be in the gym, and then be right back in there with another fight and stuff like that. So, like, what do you aspire as far as, like, what you want to do is for what I would say is your frequency in fights for, like, the year?
I mean, I'm gonna be realistic, man. I mean, we've been trying to fight, you know, every 3 months, every 4 months, but you know, it's just not being and understanding the boxing game is you're just not gonna get that as much, especially as you get up in the rankings and 7-0, 7-0, 7 knockouts. It's extremely hard to find opponents and for me to get on platforms and shows and all that. So it's I would want to say a realistic answer 3 to 4 months, but realistically you don't never know. It probably be every 6 months, just however we can get it, we can get in the ring and do it.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's about finding the dates, finding the venues, finding the right opponent there, for you to be able to set up and get ready for something going on. I mean, we got a lot of work that's going on at the top of the game or whatnot, as far as like little Turkey LLCs and Haymans and Top Ranks and stuff like that. But having these shows, like I said, there you got what happened over at Rosecroft Raceway, No Excuse, promotions. You got this thing here coming up, April 12th, and then your fight here, April 19th. It's like those are the ones where you got to say, hey, these are the fighters that are trying to get active, stay active, while they're, trying to do their thing as far as like going up in the ranks and stuff like that. So the thing is, if they're not able to set up for those fights, it's like they're pretty much dormant, and they do that, then even though they had great performances, they can still fall down in the rankings because they ain't been active.
They just inactive. It's just like for instance, I came out hot 2021. I think I made my pro debut. I was rolling, getting second fight. Then a second fight happened in May. I fought in January. I fought right back in May. Then I fought again in November. So I was fighting, constantly that year. And then, after that, just when I got off that platform, it just was kind of like, it was hard for me, So it was kind of like hard just to get back, getting on the fights and getting people, just to fight me, It's just hard. The game is just kind of messed up. They only look at it for the people that's already on now. So it's like, if you're not on or don't have no big household name, they're not really looking for you. So that's why guys like me and the guys like in the gym, Frankie, Trey, Jay, and all of them, we gotta kick open the door. We gotta take all this stuff because ain't nobody gonna give it to us. Everything is. It's not. We gotta earn it. Everything's not gonna be handed to us.
Yeah, gotta earn it. Is like I said, every time you show up there for a fight, you pretty much give it your best and give it your all and show the people like how good you are and everything like that. So the next time that they hear about you, getting in the ring there to fight, it's like, hey, Maximus Garland about to fight, you gotta go ahead and check that out. You feel me?
But it's so hard because you hear that, and then what? I go ghost for what, 6 months? 6 months, then you hear another fight. Then people want the boxing world and all, people that also want to support you, wants to keep supporting you, wants to see you keep moving. And people that's not, if you keep fighting every 6 months or every year or something like that, people almost gonna forget about you. It's almost like, but it's like I just want to keep going, get my name buzzing, get it out there because I know what I could do. I know I have the capability, the skills, or whatever. So I just know my time coming. It's either going. I know my way to kick and open that door is either going to be, it's going to be a fallout fight, or it's going to be finally a step up fight that somebody takes. So other than that, we just working to stay on the path.
Yeah, for sure. That's all. That's what it is about. Working, staying busy, staying active, and you got this thing coming up here against Nelson Morales coming up April 19th. So we just get yourself ready for that, man. We just definitely looking forward for that coming up here, and we want to see more from you. So you know what? One of the other things there, like you said, as far as like being active and staying active, but it's also staying in the minds of people. Right? And this day and age, I'm old, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting close to 50. No, whatever. But, you got the whole thing with the social media and stuff like that. You feel me? So it's about, being able to post, and stay posted and everything like that.
But you also, I get you on being spreading your social media and, posting and doing all that. But half these guys on social media can't fight. They not for real fighters. They social media fighters. So, I get you on that aspect, but of course, branding yourself,
right?
Getting out there,
yeah.
But once you get up there, these guys can't fight, so you just branding yourself for no reason. But
they setting themselves
up.
They
just set there for failure.
There you go. So so that be the thing, man. It's just, hey, you gotta stay on the grind. I guess it'd be like up to folks like me, you know what I'm saying, to get up in the gym and see you working and doing your thing. So once they see you there on Fight Night, they know that you for real on that. Gotcha. So big thanks here, of course, Maximus here for taking the time to speak with the Boxing Source, and we're looking forward to seeing you there on April 19th.
Thank you. I appreciate you for having me.
Yes, sir.